It's time to meet today's home run hero, brought to you by Jason Palter from Valley of the Moon Flooring.
And he lifts one high and deep to left, and this one is way off the vineyard. And the fans are battling as they should be.
Tonight's home run hero contestant is Finn Greenfield from San Rafael. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to be listening for this song. Drinking wine, footy, early, drinking wine, drinking wine, footy, early, drinking wine, drinking wine, footy, early, drinking wine. Let those bottles to me, hoy, hoy. Drinking wine? When you hear that song, that means our California Wine Tour's wine whiffer is coming to the plate. Our wine whiffer today is Owen Firestone. If he strikes out, all wines are $1 off for the remainder of the inning. Go to www.californiawinetours.com to book your next wine tasting adventure.
Starting lineups for the Walnut Creek Crawdads. Leading off in center field, number 5, Casey Cummings. Batting second and playing second, number 15, Isaiah Walker. At first base and batting in the 3 spot, number 19, Presley Kosciuszko. Batting cleanup for the Crawdads in right field, number 33, Mark Wolbert. At third base, batting fifth, number 3, Cam Calvillo. Batting sixth in left field, number 12, Aiden Camberg. Designated hitter for the Crawdads, batting in the 7th spot, number 21, Jackson Bird. Batting eighth at shortstop, number 8, Nico DeFazio. And batting ninth, catching, number 4, tonight's wine whiffer, Owen Firestone. Starting at pitcher for the Crawdads, number 25, Ryan Delaney.
It's not just Hey Trey's birthday here at Arnold Field. We have CCL action between the Sonoma Stompers and the Walnut Creek Crawdads. I'm Kieran Costa, joined alongside Rahil Jaswal with the Stompers pregame show. And Rahil, a fun one on Sunday, 13-1. The Stompers beat the Legends. Good to get back in the CCL win column. But 13 runs on just 5 hits. What went right for the Stomps on Sunday?
Well, Sonoma realized early that Menlo Park was the Legends were having a little trouble finding the zone, and they did a great job not expanding the zone, staying disciplined, getting into 3-0, 3-1 counts, getting ahead in counts with each batters. They moved the line along, able to give Hawk Hill a lot of run support at the start of the game. And that was a main issue. A main thing some of the coaches talked about for the Stompers is starting early. A lot of times, Sonoma doesn't tend to strike up until at least the 5th or the 6th inning. They were able to get some runs in the first 3 innings that really put them out in front and allowed them to be a little more aggressive.
Yes, the same thing sort of happened when they faced off against the Crawdads last time out. That was all the way back on June 6th, an 8-4 victory for the Stompers. That one in Walnut Creek. They drew 8 walks in that one as well, Rahil, beg your pardon. That one clearly approach a big factor for the Stompers. What went right in that one? Jake Turk on the mound again today, just like he faced them.
Well, it was very similar to the game against the Legends in that the Crawdads struggled to find the zone, particularly in the first inning. So Sonoma was just very disciplined. The Stompers were very disciplined when they came up to bat, and they were able to score 4 runs in that. And again, they were able to get out on the front foot, get some runs early. So that's what the Stompers really need to do if you're to be successful today. Try and get some runs in the first 3 innings. Don't not wait till the 4th, maybe when they don't have a run, they only have 2 hits or so.
Rahil, let's go with the new segment now. Rahil's player to watch. Today we'll start with the away, the Walnut Creek Crawdads. Who in this 9-man lineup should the fans be watching out for?
It's Presley Kosciuszko, Kosciuszko. He has been unbelievable this season. How about 6 home runs, 28 RBIs? He can do some serious damage with the bat, especially if Jake Turk, who's on the mound today, doesn't have command of that fastball and he hangs one of those breaking ball curveballs. Kosciuszko can take it a long way. So he's going to be the player to watch for in that Walnut Creek Crawdads lineup.
We'll give you a lot more on Jake Turk and his scouting report. Rahil, I asked you now of a Stompers player to watch.
It's Michael O'Hara making his Stompers debut today. Very experienced guy, a lefty as well, giving this lineup more. This lineup is very righty heavy. Normally the only lefty in the lineup is A.J. Carter. He has the off day today, but Michael O'Hara should be able to break up the lineup pretty well with the righty-lefty matchups. Also, one of the more experienced guys. Played 5 years, looking for a couple of offers as well. So overall, he should bring some nice experience to this Stompers team and help these younger guys out with how to approach some of the D1 pitching they might see.
We'll see how that new face Michael O'Hara and the rest of the Stompers fare against the first-place Crawdads when we come back. Lineups, anthem, and first pitch when we return on the Stompers Broadcast Network.
Yeah, they're ignoring me. Hey, Pacific Home Care. How's it going? I think they're sitting right next to the wine table, so they're kind of indulging at the moment. So because it is Hey Trey Day, I am going to throw out the first pitch. Now, there's been action in the dugout. They have set a line on whether or not I bounce it or not. So Justice Brinson is going to come out and catch the first pitch for me. All right, Justin, you ready to go? You sure you're not going to wear a mask? Think that's a good idea? All right, he's got an extra wide glove. That might help. So let's do this. If you know, you know. Well, I didn't bounce it, but it wasn't a strike. Justice, thank you very much, my friend. I wonder what the line was for high and wide. I should have warmed up, but I was too busy. All right. let's meet today's starting lineup for your Sonoma Stompers. Tonight's lineup is brought to us by Sotheby's International. Leading off from Creighton University, playing left field number 30, Jack Scary. From Modesto Junior College, playing center field, number 7, Paul Contreras. Batting third from Cal State Fullerton. He's playing second base tonight. Number 41, Elijah Ramos. Batting cleanup for the Stompers from Cal State Fullerton. Third baseman, number 32, Tyler Hawley. From Santa Clara University, batting in the 5 spot, right fielder number 21, making his Arnold Field debut, Mike O'Hara. Batting 6 from College of San Mateo, designated hitter number 8, Luke Rossi. Batting 7 from University of Texas, catching number 45, Rudy Gonzalez. Second Bronco in the lineup tonight, batting 8 from Santa Clara University, playing first base, number 40, Jack Lazark. Batting 9th from Cal State Northridge, shortstop, number 1, Trent Abel. And starting at pitcher for the Stompers from the University of Hawaii, number 6, Jake Turk. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, will you please rise while we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Here to perform the Star Spangled Banner live, once again, the lovely Sandy Pollock. Sandy Pollock, everybody.
The Stompers in their home white uniforms have taken the field. Jake Turk toes the slab tonight for Sonoma, and here's the lineup that the Walnut Creek Crawdads and Brant Cummings will send out. The center fielder, Casey Cummings, leads off. The second baseman, Isaiah Walker, hits second. The first baseman, Presley Kosciuszko, hits third. The right fielder, Mark Walbert, cleans it up. The third baseman, Cam Calvillo, hits sixth. The left fielder, Aiden Camberg, hits seventh. The DH, Jackson Bird, in the 7th spot. The shortstop, Nico DeFazio, hits 8th. And the catcher, Owen Firestone, rounds out the 9 for manager and third base coach, Brant Cummings. Austin Harrington coaching over at first for the Crawdads in their visiting red uniforms, Walnut Creek across the front. I'm Kieran Costa, joined alongside Ryan Bridges. It was a scorcher in Sonoma, Ryan. It's still 97 degrees at 7:05. The latest start the Stompers have all season. We'll see 4 more 7:05 starts this week. You think the heat plays any effect?
It definitely will play some of an effect. You know, when you're in the dugout, you're going to be maybe drinking a lot more water than you normally do. But both these teams, they're probably used to dealing with that extreme heat. A lot of guys from California, some guys, from Texas and down south. So the high heat, they're used to it, and they'll play well.
Rudy Gonzalez for Jake Turk from Edinburgh, Texas, and goes to University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. So 97 degrees is nothing to the man putting on the catcher's gear behind the dish. He puts down the sign for Jake Turk. The righty's ready. The center fielder, Casey Cummings, digs in. And the first pitch of the ball game is low and outside for ball one. A fastball at 91 miles an hour. 7:06 first pitch. It's 97 degrees here in Sonoma. Turk rocks and pitches the 1-0. It's fouled back to the screen. It's 1-1. The Crawdads enter 13-5 on a 6-game winning streak. The Stompers, on the other hand, 15-10 and even 8-8 in league play. They took down the Legends 13-1 on Sunday. Turk's 1-1 is a fastball for a called strike by the home plate umpire Dylan Brewster. He's joined by Eric Gurney and Gary Frieders, the two field umpires today. The 1-2 from Turk. Outside 2-2. In 4 starts, 15 innings, a 4.20 earned run average for Turk, 15 strikeouts, and 16 walks. Those are league stats. Spent last season at Hawaii Hilo. He's now in the transfer portal, and he pitches. It's popped up to very shallow left. The shortstop Abel going out, and he'll call off the left fielder Jack Scary, and no better time than that to give you the rest of the defensive alignment. Jack Scary, the left fielder, just got called off on that one. Paul Contreras in center field. Caden Dosa no longer with the ball club, so watch out for Contreras in center a lot more. Making his Stomper debut, Michael O'Hara is in right. Santa Clara University kid. Another Bronco at first base. That's Jack Lazark. Elijah Ramos and Trent Abel up the middle. Tyler Hawley at third. And as I mentioned, Rudy Gonzalez is behind the dish. First pitch to Isaiah Walker was called for ball one. And the next one, a curveball, drops in for strike one. Turk already faced these Crawdads, gave up 4 runs in 3 innings pitched, struck out 5 and walked 3. Command was a bit of an issue. Fastball spiked in the far batter's box. It's 2-1. Turk staring into Gonzalez to get his sign. It's going to be one of 3 pitches. He chooses the fastball that just misses low and away. And the count's now 3-1. The fastball comes in at an average of 90 miles an hour 65% of the time. His second most used pitch, the slider, at 78. And every once in a while, he'll go to a 75-mile-per-hour curve. That time it was the slider, and it finds the outside corner. We're filled up at 3 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff misses low and inside. Isaiah Walker's the first base runner of the ball game. He's aboard via the free pass. That brings up Presley Kosciuszko, the first baseman. The first lefty in the lineup today, facing the righty Turk. Now working from the stretch. From the slide step, misses inside, kicks off the glove of Gonzalez. And to second base goes Walker on the pass ball. Just in and out of the glove of Gonzalez. He'll go out to the mound to talk to Turk. And he's staring into that glove, making sure it's not the webbing that's the problem. Kosciuszko, a left-handed hitter out of University of Santa Barbara. Hitting .313 on the season with 6 home runs. And 28 runs batted in. That one's grounded past the dive of Elijah Ramos, and That's going to be RBI number 29. No throw home. And it's 1-0 Crawdads in the blink of an eye. It's a ribby single for Kosciuszko. Walker scores from second. The pass ball comes back to bite the Stompers. And Jake Turk gives up a first inning run.
If you tune in a little earlier to the Sonoma Stompers broadcast network, you'll hear us talking about the key players to watch, especially with our sideline reporter, Rahil Jaswal, and Kosciuszko, a guy we mentioned.
Yeah, you picked Michael O'Hare as the Stompers player to watch, so we'll see who does better today. Kosciuszko already an RBI single. He's at first base for Mark Wolbert, another lefty out of UC Davis. Turk working up the third base side of the rubber. Slide step and pitch low 2-0. 15 strikeouts to 16 walks, so command has been a bit of an issue in the past this season for Turk, and it's already come back to bite him in this first inning. The walk came around to score, and he's behind 2-0 to the cleanup hitter Wolbert. The pitch goes to the curveball, and it's fouled off the other way down the third baseline, and the count's 2-1.
Turk had a tough first inning out when these two teams played the first time. Gave up those 4 earned runs, but bounced back nicely throughout. Just try not to put his team in such a big hole.
Turk, a guy over his 4 league starts, gets better as the game goes on. So he really just has to get through this first inning. Wolbert ahead 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1 offer is low ball 4. The second walk of the inning. Kosciuszko goes to second. And Walnut Creek, Ryan, put up 4 runs in the first inning when they met back at Chabot College. And Mike Nunez doesn't want that to happen again, so he'll head out the mound to talk to his starter. Nunez wasn't with the ball club on the trip Sunday morning noon game. It was a bit of a bare-bones coaching staff. He's going to face Cam Calvillo out of Gonzaga, who it's no easy task, Ryan. This entire lineup has very high batting average, but Calvillo, 354. He's getting on base at a 488 clip. 14 walks, he has 3 doubles and 3 home runs. The one thing that jumped out at me, Ryan, looking at these, is the amount of extra base hits. The Stompers pride themselves on their small ball. They score runs on walks, wild pitches, and singles. Crawdads are going to put the ball in the gap and put the ball over the wall.
Yeah, they definitely have the power, and they come from the schools where it's expected for you to have that kind of power throughout. But the Stompers bats, they can get going in a hurry, and they can really turn rallies by the patience that they have at the plate.
That one's bounced up the middle, could be 2. Abel fields a high hop. Ramos to 1. The turn to first, double play. And Mike Nunez does it again. After 1 pitch after his visit, they turn the double play. It goes 6-4-3. Turk works out of trouble, gives up 1. The Stumps bats have some work to do when we come back. A half inning in the books, 1-0 Walnut Creek.
Hey, bud, let's party. That's right. You can book your next party or group event right here at a Stompers game. Birthdays, company get-togethers, bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, pre- or post-wedding parties, you name it. For reservations and information on how you can book a group event in the beer garden, in the left field oasis, or our new group area, the Champagne Club, call our fan shop at 707-938-7277 or email info@stompersbaseball.com.
Bottom of the first inning, the Stompers will go to work against the left-hander Ryan Delaney. He's going into his junior year at Bucknell University. He stands 6'1". In 2 starts, he's 0-1. He's thrown 7 innings, and Ryan, the one stat that jumps off, has not struck out a hitter. He's walked 5 and is pitching to a 12.85 earned run average. Last time out, June 25th against the Blues, he went 4 innings pitched and gave up 6 earned runs. The lineup he'll go up against today, sent out by manager Zach Pace. The left fielder Jack Scarry leads off. The center fielder Paul Contreras hits second. The second baseman Elijah Ramos hits third, and the third baseman Tyler Hawley hits fourth. The right fielder Michael O'Hara fifth. The DH Luke Rossi sixth. 7-8-9 goes the catcher Rudy Gonzalez, the first baseman Jack Lazark, and the shortstop Trent Abel. Dave Ho coaching over at third. Paul Metarina coaching at first today. Pitching coach Mike Nunez. Metarina, first base coach and hitting coach today. No Jacoby Heyer with the squad this week. Lucas Townsend is the catching coach. Assistant pitching coach Ross Goldschlag, and Charlie Hale, as always, assistant to the manager. Delaney deals. Low and outside. A good take by Jack Scarry. Scarry swinging the bat better of late on a 5-game hitting streak over the last week for Sonoma. Takes called strike, top of the zone from Dylan Brewster. The count's 1-1. 4-pitch mix from Ryan Delaney. His 1-1 is grounded to first base. A dive by Kosciuszko. He's not going to have a play. It goes as a hit for Jack Scarry. The error would go to the pitcher Delaney, who didn't cover his base, and the hitting streak grows to 6 games for the former Creighton right fielder. That brings up Paul Contreras. Delaney's fastball at 81 miles an hour, uses it a quarter of the time. The sinker 39% at 80 miles an hour. The slider at 73 is used just 18% of the time. And the changeup 14% of the time. That one at 74. He starts him with a sinker, and it's called a ball to Paul Contreras. Contreras swings and sends this one to left. Camberg going over, so is the center fielder Cummings, and it's going to be the center fielder who makes the catch in the left center alley. Contreras, you hear him yell, Ryan. Thank God we don't have a hot mic here in Sonoma, as he fired his bat to the ground in disgust. Got under that one. Goes as F8. Scarry heads back to first, and we'll give you the rest of the defensive alignment. Camberg in left, Cummings in center, Wolbert in right. We'll go third to first, Calvillo, DeFazio, Walker, and Kosciuszko. Firestone is the battery made of Delaney, and a nice block there. Doesn't matter. Scarry heads towards second. He's in there with a slide. A stolen base for Jack Scarry. That means Elijah Ramos has a runner in scoring position and is ahead in the count. Never a spot you want to be against a Stomper hitter with a .471 on-base percentage. Also swinging out of .346. Has 11 RBIs and a 12th one, standing out at second base with 1 out. .2-0 clips the top right corner of the zone, and the count's 2-1. Lefty on righty, Delaney staring into Firestone for his sign. Scarry led off the game with a single, leads off second. Ramos pops it up, very shallow center. Cummings, standing still, makes the catch. Barely had to move to catch that one. Ramos is retired. Busy inning for Casey Cummings, and now it's up to Tyler Hawley with a runner at second and 2 outs.
Now batting for the Sonoma Stompers, number 32, Tyler Hawley.
Hawley, a right-handed hitter out of Cal State Fullerton. Tied for the team lead, or actually now holds the team lead with 3 home runs. Takes a first pitch. Misses low. That was the slider, and a very close pitch. Hawley had in the count 1-0. Looking to tie this ball game up. Cuts and misses at a high fastball. The count's 1-1. Hawley's 5 extra base hits, also a high mark for the Stompers this season. The 1-1 coming. He takes low and away 2-1. Michael O'Hara standing in the on-deck circle, awaiting his first at-bat in Sonoma. Hawley looking to tie this ball game up, just getting started last of the first. The 2-1 coming is popped out of play foul down the first base line, just hit off the end of the bat, a fastball at 81. Hawley, the third baseman tonight, standing right on top of home plate. A little bit up in the box against a soft thrower. That one misses well outside, and the count runs full 3-2. Kieran Costa and Ryan Bridges in the first of a 6-game homestand for Sonoma. Busy week of play here at historic Arnold Field. Delaney pitches the 3-2 to Hawley, who fouls it off the catcher. You hope Firestone's okay as he takes the mask off. We'll do it again.
And you mentioned it's a 6-game homestand, but 5 straight league games for the Stompers, and they're going to see the Crawdads one more time, and they got Menlo Park twice this week as well. We were talking to Zach Pace yesterday. He said it's going to be really a war of attrition, trying to keep guys healthy throughout the week, a mix-up of lineups, and certainly a lot of pictures.
Bullpen management crucial over the next week for Zach Pace. Just got to focus on winning this one, though. The 3-2 to Hawley's inside, and it hit him. So Hawley's plunked on a 3-2, and he's bent down just past home plate. He seems like he's okay. Throws off his ankle guard, heads down to first base, and this is a fun spot for Michael O'Hara to make his debut. 2 on and 2 out.
Number 21, Mike O'Hara.
Scary singled and stole second. Contreras and Ramos flew out to center. Now Hawley walked. O'Hara, a left-handed hitter, takes called strike 1. O'Hara finished up his 5 years at Santa Clara University, got his master's. He had 267 with 4 home runs and 23 driven in at his 5th season. That one's outside, and the count's 1-1.
And it's always good to see a new face in Sonoma, bring some new excitement, new player, and obviously a lefty. Other than A.J. Carter, I don't think there's not a lefty hitter on the squad, Kieran.
Yeah, O'Hara, now the second lefty, takes a called strike over the outside edge. Very nice frame draw by Firestone to bring that one back over. O'Hara showed power his 5 years for the Broncos. Behind him, the count 1-2 here. He pops this one up. Very shallow left. The left fielder, Camber, coming on. Still coming on. It's going to drop, and Jack Scary's going to score. How about that in your first at-bat, Ryan? It's not 100 miles off the bat, but it's a base hit. And an RBI on debut for Michael O'Hara. And we're all tied up at 1. Jack Scary comes in to score. Tyler Hawley moves up to second. And you got to give Hawley some credit. He battled. He was behind 1-2, 2 outs. He works the walk or the 3-2 hit by pitch, and then the new guy comes up big.
When the lefty comes up, you know, that third base, shortstop, left field side, you think, you know, ball may not be coming to me, but O'Hara just gets a piece of it.
The first one to Luke Rossi hits him, and now the bases are loaded for Rudy Gonzalez. Two hits, a walk, or 2 hit by pitches. Tyler Hawley was technically a hit by pitch, even on a 3-2. The bases are loaded, and that's brought to you by Friedman's Home Improvement. Friedman's is loaded with all your home improvement needs. Gonzalez takes a called strike number 1. Hawley leads from third, O'Hara from second, and now Rossi from first. Gonzalez getting on base at a 4:05 clip, bounces this one to third. Calvillo takes it to the bag himself. It goes 5 unassisted on the fielder's choice, and the side is retired. For Sonoma, it's 1 run on 2 hits and 2 left. We're all tied at 1 after 1 on the Sonoma Stompers broadcast network.
And salads, but in their restaurant you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
Second stanza.
Hey kids, if you want to race rawhide, meet me over at the first base dugout right now.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it, do it better than anybody you ever seen. Do it, screams from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the power. The system broken, the school's closed, the prison's open. We ain't got nothing to lose, everybody we roll. Everybody we roll. With some light-skinned girls and some Jerry Roll.
Kieran Costa and Ryan Bridges back with you, top half of the second inning. And when these teams met in Walnut Creek, they both scored 4 runs in the first inning. Not as many fireworks today on July 4th week. It's a little bit of a pun. 1 run each in the first, and we head to the second. Turk misses with a fastball. It's 1-0. We have baseball on July 4th, a 5:10 start. That'll be the Stompers and the Seagulls. You can also see us in the parade earlier that day. The 1-0 drops too low, 2-0. We'll also have baseball every other day this week. Tomorrow is a 7:05 start on the 3rd. That one against the Legends. As I mentioned, July 4th is an early 5:10 start. The 2-0 is a called strike, 2-1, and then Friday and Saturday we're back to 7:05 late starts here at Arnold, 6:10 out of league on Sunday. The 2-1 coming here on this Tuesday evening kicks off the glove of Gonzalez, and the count's 3-1 to Aiden Camberg. The left fielder out of UCSB is 12 for 34 with 4 extra base hits.
Kieran, you ever been a part of a parade?
I've never been a part of a parade. The Stompers were part of a walk parade on Sunday when they walked 7 times in 1 inning. Have you ever been part of a parade?
I have. I've walked in it. I don't think they were there for me, but it was definitely a lot of fun, and you feel like you're the center of attention when you're really not.
I always feel like I'm the center of attention, Ryan, so nothing new to me as Camberg walks, and that brings Jackson Bird to the plate. Of Sacramento College. Has just 7 hits this season, but 4 of the 7 have been for extra bases. So if this guy's going to put it in play, it's going to go far. As he cuts and misses, it's 0-1. Bird hitting just 171. He's also struck out 12 times. Camberg leads away from first, not running, and Turk curveball slips out of his hand straight to the backstop. It's a wild pitch, and Aiden Camberg's at second base, and nothing but traffic on the base paths to start this one.
I mean, you mentioned that there wasn't as many runs that came around to score, but if you're looking at Delaney, he loads the bases. You know, Rudy Gonzalez, if he has a grounder that finds the right spot, that could be a lot more runs. And then Turk has put a lot of runners on the base paths, so these two score lines, at least early, could be a lot bigger.
Turk delivers, and Bird fouls it back to the screen. It's 1-2. 3 walks through just 6 hitters for Turk. Command really been the only knock on one of the hardest throwers on the Stomper staff. He's ahead of Jackson Bird, a ball and 2 strikes. Turk working from the stretch. Checks the runner at second. Checks again. And now pitches. Low, and the count's 2-2. The Crawdads, Ryan, the hottest team in the CCL. They've won 6 games in a row. They're 9-1 in their last 10. And bullpen management won't be a problem for Brant Cummings. They gave him the 4th of July week off. Their next game is back here at Arnold on Friday. The 2-2 pitch is fouled back to the screen, and we'll do it again.
But again, the CCL North playoffs are just one game in each. It's just a wild card series, so all you got to do is just sneak into that top 3, and then anything can happen. Yeah, you would like to have the 1 seed, but there's 4 teams that are kind of all between that 2nd and 4th range that, in my opinion, can sneak in. Menlo Park, 3.5 games back. Sonoma and Slow, 4 games back, and then San Francisco is 6.
So the Stompers currently out of the playoffs on a just tiebreaker. Lots of baseball still to be played here in July. 2-2 pitch. Popped up, left side, Hawley and Ramos, or Abel, and it's going to be Abel, the shortstop, that makes the catch. An unproductive out for Jackson Bird. The runner has to hold at second. And now there's one away. That brings up the right-handed hitting Nico DeFazio out of Pacific University. He's 7 for 15 in limited at-bats, 2 doubles and 3 runs batted in. The first one from Turk is a fastball in there for a called strike, 89 miles an hour. Turk spent last year at Hawaii Hilo, didn't get any playing time. He's now in the portal. Started at Marin Junior College. The 0-1 is fouled off of Gonzalez, and it's quickly 0-2. One of many local kids on the Stompers this year. Hails from Novato, just down the road. He's way out ahead of the shortstop, Nico DeFazio, the 9-hitter. Owen Firestone out on deck. Turk checks the runner at second and pitches the 0-2. Struck him out looking. Gonzalez drops it, checks himself, throws down to first. The runner heads for third and he'll make it. So that's heads-up base running. Gonzalez has to make the throw to first. I wonder how that's scored. It could honestly be put as an error on the catcher Gonzalez for him to get the third. We'll get you the official scoring on that. Either way, Camberg moves to third. The strikeout goes 2-3. It's the first strikeout for Turk. But the go-ahead run is 90 feet away, and now nothing can get past Rudy Gonzalez. No balls in one strike. Turk seems to have settled down a little bit these last 2 hitters. Delivers. Caught on and missed. Nice pitch in the dirt, and the count's 0-2. Firestone hitting just .231 in his only 5 games in CCL action. The catcher awaits the 0-2. Let's see what Turk does. Struck him out swinging. A check swing. Gonzalez clears himself, throws to first in time to get him, and Beside is retired. So Turk picks up back-to-back strikeouts to work around the leadoff walk. 1.5 in the books. We're tied at 1.
Now, Rawhide is our rescue bull. He was rescued by Pets Lifeline, rescued from a storage facility in San Francisco for the now-defunct San Francisco Bulls hockey team. He now lives with me on the ranch, and he likes to race the kids. But, you know, he's not quite as fast as the kids, so we give him a head start. All right, Rawhide, are you ready? Pitcher, we're going to have a bunch of kids coming, so be careful. All right, on your mark, hit set, go! And Rawhide's off. He's off to a strong start. Rawhide, you're going the road. You can't go that way. You have to pitch third first. No, go to second, and then the third. Rawhide, oh my gosh. Looks like the kids are going to win again. Holy cow. Rawhide, we worked so hard at this. What happened this time? Yeah, I know, but you can't take a shortcut. You have to go all the way around. That's okay. We'll work on that too. That's the Rawhide race brought to us by Pets Lifeline. Does your pet need training? Rawhide might. Spaying, neutering, anything you need for your pet, call Pets Lifeline. Go to petslifeline.com for more information on how Pets Lifeline can help you and your pet.
Bottom of the second inning, we're all level at 1. That's thanks to a Michael O'Hara RBI single. His teammate last year at Santa Clara, Jack Lazark, digs in from the right side. Lazark doubled off the bench as a pinch hitter on Sunday. He takes high, 1-0. One of just 5 hits for Sonoma. And Ryan, they went from the second to the 9th inning yesterday without picking up a hit and scoring 10 runs in the process.
Their only hits came in 1 inning, and they were up in the game by 10 runs most of the time.
Exactly. 3 hits in the first, 2 in the 9th, in a game they won by 12. Lazark sends this one to deep right. Walbert chasing back. It's well over his head, and it is gone. It just misses the tall scoreboard wall in right, and Jack Lazark pokes one out the other way. The Stompers lead it 2-1. How about that? Jack Lazark's first home run in Sonoma. An Oppo taco, and the Stompers take the lead.
There's a chain link fence out in right field, right next to the 345 sign, and it hit the very top of that fence. If it hit any more down, even an inch more, that one stays in the park. Instead, it just bounces over the wall, and it's 2-1.
Or an inch left, Ryan, because there's a little high scoreboard wall right next to it. I thought it was going to hit off the scoreboard.
At the plate, number 1, Trent Abel.
Abel takes a called strike 1. Here he takes low, and the count's 1-1. That home run brought to you by Valley of the Moon Flooring. It wasn't exactly a moonshot, but they all count the same, as Lazark just deposited right over that wall. The Stompers lead it 2-1. So all RBIs coming from current or former Santa Clara Broncos in the first 2 innings. As Abel cuts and misses, the count's 2-2.
And a guy like Lazark started out 1-14 on his summer, but had a double and a single the other day against Petaluma, and you see the confidence starting to grow with a home run in league play.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got lots of wine going on. We got San Jacqueline wines over here pouring. We've got Charles with some Skinner set pouring right now.
A 3-2 pitch coming to Trent Abel. Caught on and missed. Chased a pitch low and away. That's strikeout number 1 for Ryan Delaney. And back to the top of the order in Jack Scary. In the first inning, Scary singled, stole a base, and scored a run. That pushed his hitting streak to 6 games.
Now batting number 30, Jack Scary.
Scary and Zukowski, one of the 2 guys that have come to live in California for the first time this summer, as Scary takes a called strike 1. Delaney pitches outside, and the count's 1-1. Paul Contreras out on deck, and that means Jack Lazark's the first Stomper this season to have a strikeout and a home run. The 1-1 is fouled off at the plate. 1-2. Lazark, one of the few two-way guys that gets a lot of run on adding both positions. The 1-2 coming. Well up and away 2-2.
Yeah, and at a level like this, you see a lot of two-way players. It just depends on the roster size. The Stompers have over 30 pitchers, so if you're a great hitter, they're just going to put you in the field most of the time.
Exactly. Lazark, though, was touching 92 in his appearance here at Arnold Field. But 2-2 misses outside. Filler up 3 balls and 2 strikes to Jack Scary. The lefty Delaney ready to deliver the payoff to Jack Scary. It's popped up. Right side, drifting out of play. So Scary stays alive. Might want that one back. 81 middle from Ryan Delaney. Three balls and 2 strikes again. Delaney pitches. Scary breaks his bat and grounds it to deep short. Fielded by DeFazio, he won't have a play. It's an infield single for Jack Scary. 2 hits on the ball game. And Ryan, where can he go to get himself a new piece of lumber?
He can go to Freeman's Home Improvement. They're not going to fix it, but they'll get you a brand new one.
No one's going to fix that one. And we're going to be giving away that Jack Scary broken bat. Anyone watching along in the YouTube, if you correctly predict the final score, you can DM the Stompers on social media. You have until the 4th inning to leave your comments of the final score, and we'll give you that Jack Scary broken bat. Got him a single, as that one misses up and away. It counts 2-0. Ryan, you can predict the final score, too. I'm not going to give you the bat, but you can have a guess if you'd like.
We'll go 7-5 Stompers.
One would look good for Zach Pace. The 2-0 to Contreras has popped up down the left field line. Camber going over, still going over. He cuts into foul ground and makes the catch. A nice play by Aiden Camberg. Had a long way to go to get that one.
Now batting number 41, Ramos.
That brings up Elijah Ramos. Flew out to center field first time up. Scary leads away from first. He stole a base last time he was on. This time he stays put, and Ramos takes a called strike 1. Hawley out on deck. He was hit by a pitch on a 3-2. Seems to be okay as he stayed in the ball game. The 0-1 to Ramos is low 1-1. There's a lefty throwing with a little bit of earnest down there in the Stompers bullpen. You'd think they would give Jake Turk a little bit more time. Ramos hooks that one into left field. That's a nice piece of hitting. Pitch that looked like it was up and in. Ramos got his hands inside the baseball and pulled it down the line. Our trackman system, it missed up and in. Ramos gets inside the ball, pulls it over the third baseman's head. It's the 4th hit of the ball game for Sonoma. Scary moves to second, and Tyler Hawley now digs in with 2 on and 2 out. He takes a first pitch for a ball outside. Tyler Hawley ahead in the count 1-0. The lefty, Delaney, misses up and away again. Hawley on Friday night belted the game-tying 2-run home run in the last of the 8th inning. Here, he awaits a 2-0 and is fooled on a breaking ball that counts 2-1. He played 13 games. He started 13 games as a freshman. He doubled homered and picked up a couple RBIs. This one sent out to right, not very deep. Wolbert cruises over to make the catch, and the side is retired. The Stompers threaten but do not score. We head to the third inning. The Stompers lead it 2-1.
At Richie Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey.
Okay, everybody, we are going to sing happy 60th birthday to Mr. Hey Trey. Okay? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Hey Trey. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Thank you, Sandy, and thanks everybody. Much appreciated. Uh-oh, beads. I don't have to take anything off, do I?
Now batting number 5, Casey Cummings.
Top of the third inning, the Stompers are running the first or running the second. They lead the Crawdads 2-1 as Turk's first pitch misses low, and the count's 1-0. Turk ready to pitch the 1-0. Fastball over the outside corner, and the count's 1-1. Cummings, the leadoff hitter, popped out to the shortstop. In his first at bat, another one gets by Gonzalez to the screen, and the count's now 2-1. That one is lined past the dive of Trent Abel into left field. The second hit for Walnut Creek. The Stompers have 5 in 2 innings, and as we've mentioned many times, it was 5 in 9 innings for the Stompers on Sunday. That one is a called strike over first one's over the outside corner, the next one misses just off the inside corner, and the count's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is sent out towards right but foul as it hooks over the Stompers' bullpen. So Turk now ahead in the count 1-2. The pitch is lined into right field with the runner going. It's going to dunk in down the line. O'Hara goes over to cut it off. Going first to third is Casey Cummings. The throw comes to second. The tag! He got him! How about that for Michael O'Hara in his first game? He has an RBI single and an outfield assist. Isaiah Walker gets greedy trying for second. And it's his first game in the CCL. I guess the Crawdads just learned you don't run on Michael O'Hara. That was maybe the best throw we've seen all year, perfectly on the runner. Elijah Ramos didn't have to move his glove. Casey Cummings went first to third on the play. The first one drops low, a first pitch curveball. Bat put out went 9-6. The 1-0. Caught on and missed. It's 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out, one on. That one is grounded back to the screen. Presley Kosciuszko way out in front on 78 miles an hour and bounced it back past Rudy Gonzalez. The 1-2 pitch is a curveball that drops in there for a called strike 3. It's a backwards K, the third of the day, the first one looking for Turk.
Now batting number 33, Mark Wolbert.
The first one's bounced towards Abel at short. He fields, sets, throws across the diamond just in time to get the speedy Mark Wolbert. So Jake Turk continues to get into trouble but works out of it here. 2.5 in the books from Sonoma. Stompers 2, Crawdads 1.
Hey kids, if you want to grow up and play baseball with the Stompers, you're going to need excellent coaching. You'll get that at Sonoma Stack. Go to stacktravelball.com to find out about their baseball and softball travel program. Sonoma Stack, stacktravelball.com. She's gonna be my judge, all right? Is everybody ready? On your mark, get set, go! Here they come. Up and down the road. We've got a clear leader at this point. He's hopping pretty good. In second place is He's catching up. He's gaining speed. Sonoma Stack. The sack race is happening. Here we go. It's going to be, first and second place. It's a battle for third between sisters. Who's going to win? Caroline bites the dust. You won. You beat your sister. All right, then we got the ones at the end here. That's the Sonoma Stack sack race. Go to stacktravelball.com to find out how Sonoma Stack can help you be the best ball player in Sonoma.
Now batting number 21, Mike O'Hara.
We head to the bottom of the third inning here at Arnold Field in Sonoma. A little late getting started. Some birthday festivities for Hey Trey down the third baseline. O'Hara, an RBI single in his first at-bat as a Stomper, his first test in right field. He threw out a runner at second base. A curveball hits him square in the back. He's on base for the second time today, and the on-base percentage stays perfect for the newest Stomper. So Brand Cummings will come out to the mound and be joined by his entire infield. There's no one up in the bullpen right now, so you'd think that Cummings will roll with his lefty as he now faces Luke Rossi, Rudy Gonzalez, and Jack Lazark with a runner on base. There's some stirring down there for Walnut Creek. Maybe this is his time to get him going, as Dylan Brewster will go out to the mound and break up the Crawdads conversation. Before he gets there, Brant Cummings makes his way back to the third base dugout, and Luke Rossi getting ready to dig in. Entered the contest today hitting a .129, .229 on base percentage. 6 doubles for Rossi. He'd love to find a gap here and double the Stomper lead. Scary led off the first with a single. Lazard led off the second with a home run. And O'Hara led off the third inning with a hit by pitch. So the first hitter of the Stompers inning done well. O'Hara leads from first base. The 0-1 to Luke Rossi is lined hard but foul past Dave Hoke in the third base coaching box. Rossi, a right-handed hitter out of the College of San Mateo. Played his freshman year at USF, then transferred back to a JUCO. Got more playing time in a very solid season for Rossi. He comes up here with a runner on and takes an 0-2 low, a fastball that counts 1-2.
Stompers with a leadoff man on base every inning except Jack Lazark homer to start off the second.
Rossi behind in the count 1-2. Takes up and away 2-2. Still no action in the Walnut Creek bullpen. With 3 days off without a league game at least, you'd think Brant Cummings can manage his bullpen as aggressively as he'd like. O'Hara leads from first not running. Rossi hits a cue shot foul towards Paul Maitarina over at first base. The righty Rossi against the lefty Delaney. Stompers got an RBI single in the first and a home run in the second. Rossi awaits the 2-2. It's bounced towards third. Calvillo fields, goes to second for one. The relay to first, picked by the first baseman Kosciuszko for the double play. The Crawdads go around the horn, 5-4-3. The leadoff runner is erased, and it's up to Rudy Gonzalez to extend the third. Gonzalez came out with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the first inning. Hit a ground ball to the third baseman. Calvillo took it to the bag himself. He hits it back to the third baseman. Cam Calvillo fires across the diamond, and the Stompers are retired. My broadcast partner, Ryan Bridges, takes over on play-by-play when we come back. End of 3, Stompers 2, Crawdads 1.
Kick the dust up. All right, here we are with the Bean Boozle Challenge. Go ahead and grab a jelly bean. Now, these Bean Boozles, they're either pomegranate flavor. We all like pomegranate, right? Pomegranate's fun, like cherry. Or it's crusty old Band-Aid flavor. So go ahead and take a bite and tell me what you got. No halvesies, you gotta eat the whole thing. What'd you get?
Band-Aid. I think I got Paragon. I don't know what I got.
Hey, you probably got Band-Aid.
Pomegranate.
What'd you get?
I don't know.
She's smelling hers. She's not quite sold on the game.
I think I got cherry.
All right, we got a couple Band-Aids. Go ahead. You got to eat it. You said you'd do it. 5, 4. I'm going to give you another one. Then you'll have to eat 2. What'd you get?
Pomegranate.
That's the Bean Boozled Challenge brought to us by Bank of Marin. Don't get bean boozled by big banks that say they're local. Go to Bank of Marin.
Welcome back to Arnold Field. Thank you so much for joining us here in the top of the 4th inning. Stompers 2-1 lead. First pitch from Jake Turk to Cam Calvillo. Outside the zone for ball 1. Another righty-on-righty matchup here. Second pitch, just a little low. 2 balls, no strikes. Turk, high leg kick and pitch. Calvillo swung and missed at it, but it may have clipped him. Pitch was well inside from Turk. Still forced a swing, and now they'll give Cam Calvillo some time to shake it off. 5, 6, 7 in the Crawdads order. Calvillo, Aiden Camberg, and then Jackson Bird. Turk behind in the count. He's walked 3 batters so far, and he's just hit one. Calvillo takes one on the back. He winces as the previous pitch may have hit him as well, so a bit battered as he heads up to first base, but a leadoff man on for Walnut Creek. I'm Ryan Bridges alongside Kieran Costa. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Stompers with 2 runs on 5 hits. Crawdads with 1 run on 3. No errors for either team. Here's the first pitch to Aiden Camberg. It misses inside ball 1. One-0. This one inside once again for ball 2. Camberg came into this one hitting .358. He's got a home run and 6 RBIs in his CCL summer. He's ahead of Jake Turk 2-0. Here's the third pitch from the righty. Breaking ball misses outside and 3-0. Jake Turk in danger of walking his 4th batter in 4 innings. Camberg walked back in the 2nd. He's 1 pitch away from it right now. Slide step and pitch from Turk. It misses high ball 4. A 4-pitch walk for Aiden Camberg. He's on base for the 2nd time today. Prompts a brief chat between the battery, Jake Turk, the pitcher, and Rudy Gonzalez behind the dish tonight for Sonoma. Zach Borman, a righty, up and loosening in the Stomper pen.
Now batting 21, Jackson Bird.
So a tough start to the inning for Jake Turk. Runners first and second, no outs. His next pitch to Jackson Bird, just below the zone. And Borman, if this continues, could be coming in soon for Turk, who's already gone 3 innings. He checks the runner at second, does it one more time. Now a high leg kick and a 1-0 pitch. It's low for ball 2.
Ryan, it's innings like this. It's only the fourth, so you'd think the Stompers offense has a lot of time to come back. But if you take away those 13 runs, the Stompers offense has really been struggling lately, especially getting that big hit. Jake Turk really has to just try and keep this game close.
Another righty on lefty matchup here. Turk, 2-0. This one's in the zone for strike one. And the Arnold Field crowd says, more of that, Jake Turk. Jackson Bird popped out in the second. He's set once again. 2-1. This one fouled third base side. Turk working back well. 2-0 to 2-2. Bird came in 171. 1 home run, 2 RBIs in CCL play. Me and Kieran always try to isolate CCL stats from out-of-league stats. These two teams play out-of-league games as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one on the ground to Elijah Ramos at second. He fields his only plays to first, and he gets it just in time. 1 out recorded, but runners to second and third. And so still way more work to do for Jake Turk. He gets out of that one after being up 2-0 against Bird. And now here's Nico DeFazio. This is where Turk should find some success. 8 and 9 hitters due up. And he struck them out both. Breaking ball misses low. It gets away from Rudy Gonzalez. Runners hold at second and third. It's Cam Calvillo at third base, and Aiden Camber is at second. Turk taking his time in this inning. Doesn't want to rush into it, trying to hold on to a 2-1 Stompers lead, top 4. 1 ball, no strikes. High leg kick and pitch from Turk. Misses outside, ball 2. Sun going down here from Arnold Field. Players starting to be covered in shade. They were exposed to about 100-degree temperatures this afternoon. 2-0 pitch. That one's in the zone for strike 1. Stompers, 1 run in the first and second. Crawdads had 1 in the first. 2-1 from Turk. Check swing. Did he go around? Dylan Brewster behind the plate says yes for strike 2. DeFazio swinging that bat. Righty on righty matchup. Turk comes home. 2-2 pitch. This one's in the zone for strike 3.
You know what that means. Our wine whipper is up to bat. Number 4, Owen Firestone.
So 3 of Jake Turk's 4 strikeouts have become off the 4. And Owen Firestone swings and misses on the first pitch, and he loses his bat over the third base dugout. That one was dangerously close. The bat is still intact, and Hey Trey on his birthday is going to retrieve it for the Crawdads. Signs all around Arnold Field say, be aware of flying objects. Usually, in most cases, that's a ball. This time it's a bat. We've seen it happen a couple times. And just let go of it, even though you're wearing gloves. Can just slip out of the hands. It gives Jake Turk a second to compose himself and get ready for an 0-1 pitch. That one's in the zone for strike 2. And Jake Turk 1 strike away from getting out of a really tough jam. It was first and second with no outs, and now it's second and third with just one. Pardon me, that's 2 outs. Turk set. 0-2 pitch. That one, edge of the zone, ring him up. Jake Turk shakes his head as he heads off the mound, probably thinking, how the heck did he get into that mess? But the only thing that matters is he got out of it. Could be the end of his day. But nonetheless, the Stompers hold on to the lead narrowly, 2-1. Bottom 4 coming up.
Stand right here. This is a margarita mashup brought to us by Flybird Margaritas. Want a margarita? Just chill the bottle, pour it over ice. You got margaritas on the fly. Anywhere you go, Flybird Margaritas is there for you. All right, Tristan. All right, Drake. On your mark. Get set. Go.
Give me a breather.
Oh, that was terrible. Back it up. Don't leave your feet. All right? On your mark. Get set. Go. All right. Back it up. Okay, on your mark. Get set. Go. Oh, that's one for Drake. No, that's one. All right. Stay there. Back it up. All right, on your mark. Get set. Go. Oh, he is upside down and staying there. That's the margarita mashup brought to us by Flybird Margaritas. Margaritas on the fly. All you need is a bottle of Flybird Margaritas and a cup of ice. And you got margaritas to go.
Now that
The Sonoma Stompers.
We're into the bottom of the 4th.
Lazar.
2-1 Sonoma. Jack Scary broke his bat earlier in the game. That was in the 3rd inning. Apologies, the 2nd inning. If you want to win that broken bat, comment the final score before the 6th inning, and we'll give it away to you. If you guess it right, if you do, you can DM the Stompers on Instagram for more details. Many giveaways in store on the YouTube channel. Be sure to be subscribed on all social media platforms to the Stompers, Twitter, Instagram, and right here on the YouTube stream. We appreciate all 45 of you for joining us on this Tuesday evening. Jack Lazark in the box. He's about to await a 2-1 pitch. He homered in his last at-bat. He takes a big swing and a miss here on the 2-1, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's the first home run of Lazark's summer. 2-2. He tries to go for the fences once again, and he misses for strike 3.
Number 1, Trent Abel.
That's just the second strikeout for the lefty Ryan Delaney, and his first pitch to Trent Abel is outside for ball 1. Abel struck out in the second, coming into today 278 in CCL play, 2 extra base hits, and 6 RBIs. He's ahead of the lefty Delaney, 2-0. He foul tips it into the glove of Owen Firestone behind the dish. Count 2-1. These two teams met at Chabot College, where the Crawdads play. Stompers came out with an 8-5 victory. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Trent Abel. Stompers coming off a resounding 13-1 win versus the Menlo Park Legends. A big win for them. 2-2 pitch to Abel. He fouls it away. We'll do it again. Ryan Bridges and Kieran Costa here with you. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch is a breaking ball that misses just below the zone for ball 3, and the count runs full. Abel, a shortstop out of Cal State Northridge. He pops this one up in the infield. The second baseman, Walker, is underneath it. And the honor-filled crowd cannot distract him from making the catch. There's 2 gone.
That's not the first time we've seen so blatant disgust, open disgust from the Stompers players. You saw Contreras fire his bat down after a flyout. Abel all but threw his bat back towards the dugout when he hit that ball. The Stompers hitters feel like they're getting the pitches they want. They just aren't hitting them.
So Jack Scary now up to the plate. Breaking ball finds the zone for strike 1. These summers can be a roller coaster for these players. But obviously when you're having a tough day, you strike out, all you want is that pitch that you missed on back. You think about it for maybe an hour or so in the dugout, and then you got to come back up again, act like it didn't happen, and give it a new whirl. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch misses outside ball 2. Frustrating day for Abel. He's 0 for 2. We saw Paul Contreras a little frustrated. He's also 0 for 2 as well. 2-1. Breaking ball low. Scary always with a good eye for the box. He's constantly checking with Dylan Brewster behind the plate, see if he has the zone right. 3-1. This one's in there, and the count runs full. Jack was consistently in the leadoff spot to start the season. Full count pitch misses upstairs, ball 4, and he's showing why he deserves that leadoff spot once again, on base for the 3rd time in 3 at-bats tonight.
Now batting number 7, Paul Contreras.
Paul Contreras up to the dish. 196, 1 home run, 2 RBIs in CCL play. Takes ball 1 on the outside. Lefty on righty. Pitch from Ryan Delaney. Popped up from Contreras once again. He popped up in his first and second plate appearances, and he pops up once again. This time, it's the first baseman, Kosciuszko, making the catch, and the side is retired very quickly there. Stompers go quiet in the 4th. We head to the 5th, and Jake Turk heading back out to the mound.
Frisco Equipment rental, 19 locations in the Bay Area, including Sonoma. No, I'm sorry, not Sonoma. I don't know what I'm thinking about. Including Santa Rosa and Napa. Frisco Rents. If you need it, they've got it. All right, everybody, here it goes. YMCA. Everybody. That's right. YMCA and Frisco Rents. They've got everything you could want. Frisco Rents. That's right. Even if you're a Crawdads fan, you can still like YMCA in Sonoma. You got a big project coming up. You got to rent a tool. You know where to go. Fresco Rents. You don't have to buy it. You can rent it. 19 locations in the Bay Area, including Santa Rosa and Napa. I think we're going to have one more chance to Y and M and C and A it. Let's see if our friends from Greece can do it. You ready? Follow me. That's right.
Back here in Sonoma, and Jake Turk will get us started in the 5th on the mound for Sonoma. He was frustrated after he worked out of a jam in the 4th to keep this game 2-1. He's out there for one more inning, and our sideline reporter, Rahil Jaswal, is joining us now. And Rahil, knows why he's still on the bump.
Ryan, after that fourth inning, Jake Turk had a conversation with pitching coaches Mike Nunez and Ross Goldschlag right at the corner of the bullpen area, and it looked like they were going to take him out, and Turk pleaded with them saying, get me out there for the fifth, give me another inning. He did the same thing in his last start against the San Francisco Seagulls, where Zach Pace had a conversation with him out on the mound, and Turk said to him, you keep me in, I'll strike this guy out, and he got the out to get out of that fourth inning then. So Jake Turk back out there for the fifth.
He's got work to do here on Casey Cummings. He's behind 0-2. Sorry, 2-0. Takes a deep breath right here. Trying to turn around this duel with Casey Cummings, and the leadoff hitter is way out ahead, 3-0. Cummings 1 for 2 with a single in the second. High leg kick and pitch from Turk. 3 balls, no strikes. This one's in the zone for strike 1. Turk with some confidence on the mound. He's walked 4, struck out 5. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch sent out up the middle and drops before the center fielder Contreras for a base hit. So Casey Cummings, his second single in his last 2 at-bats. And now Zach Pace out to the bump. He makes a signal to the bullpen, and the day done for Jake Turk. Very impressive from Turk to work out of that jam in the fourth. Only gives up 1 run through about 4 complete innings. So not a bad outing, but he's being extra hard on himself. New pitcher on the mound for Sonoma with a runner on first and no outs. We'll give you everything you need to know about the new man when we come back.
Pitching for the Sonoma Stompers, number 28, Zach Borman. Now batting number 15, Isaiah Walker.
A pitching change for the Sonoma Stompers. It's brought to you by Sweetwater Spectrum, life with purpose for those on the autism spectrum. It's the righty Zach Borman on the bump, and he picks over, trying to get Casey Cummings in the fifth. Stompers lead 2-1. Borman keeping an eye on first base. He comes home now, and his first pitch is inside, Ball 1 to Isaiah Walker. Zach Borman, a righty, a freshman out of Sacramento City College. He's from South San Francisco, so games against the Seagulls will be homecomings for him. He goes inside once again, and this time it catches the zone for strike 1. Zach Pace always with the new man in line, especially in league games, and Sean Flowers beginning his routine. Runner goes for second. It gets by the catcher, Rudy Gonzalez. It was bounced in the dirt by Borman. Likely goes down as a wild pitch to the righty. Isaiah Walker's been on base 2 times tonight, a walk and a single. He came around to score in the first, was part of a double play in the second. He's got a chance at an RBI here, runner in scoring position, 2-1 pitch. This one sent out to shallow right. It's going to be a tough play for Michael O'Hara in right field, and it drops before him. He gets the very late stop sign at third base. Almost slipped down as he was heading back to the third base bag. It's Brant Cummings, the manager for the Crawdads, who gave him the halt. And now runners at the corners for no outs.
Brant Cummings clearly took notice of the first throw that Michael O'Hara had today when he threw at that runner at second base. Didn't want to test the arm for a second time.
A brand new arm that no team in the CCL has seen. The first game of the season for O'Hara. This one to Presley Kosciuszko, misses inside. Righty on lefty matchup. Runner goes for second. It may have been a hit and run as Kosciuszko way out ahead of it. The lefty shoots it over the Sonoma bullpen. One ball and one strike. Borman, several looks over to first base. Now deals the 1-1. Runner goes for second. Throw down by Gonzalez. It gets into the outfield. Cummings comes around to score. Isaiah Walker over to third. And the Crawdads tie the game up in the top of the fifth. It's 2-2. Pitch was called a strike, so a 1-2 count to Presley Kosciuszko. The lefties 1 for 2 so far today with a single. Pitch from Zach Borman. This one sent out to the outfield once again. Coming in is O'Hara. He goes into a slide and he can't make the play. Isaiah Walker comes around to score. We'll put it down as a hit for Presley Kosciuszko. It's an RBI, and the Crawdads, just like that in the fifth, snatch the lead back. It's 3-2.
Michael O'Hara almost made yet another highlight play in his Stompers debut. Went into the slide, but just looked like it kicked off the heel of his glove at the very last minute.
Mark Wolbert fouls this one back to the screen. That closes the book on Jake Turk. He went 4+ innings, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 4, hit a batter with a pitch, and struck out 5. And the man on the bump who replaced him, Zach Borman, in a 1-1 count with Mark Wolbert. 0 for 1 with a walk in the first. Crawdads have been aggressive on the base path so far today. Throw down to first is in time to get Presley Kosciuszko. Just as I say that, Kosciuszko thought he was able to read the rhythm of Zach Borman. He stepped off and caught him in a bit of a rundown. Threw down to first, and it was in time So the first out of the day for Borman. And his 1-1. They're going to say that Wolbert went around for strike 2. Infield and outfield in normal depth for Sonoma. Borman comes set. 1-2 pitch. This one misses inside. Two. This one fouled back. Two balls, 2 strikes. This one misses outside and then the count runs full. Stompers 8-8 in CCL play, trying to make that top 3 get into the CCL North Division playoffs. 3-2 pitch. This one's in the zone for strike 3. It catches Mark Wolbert looking. First punch out of the day for Zach Borman. There's 2 gone.
Now batting number 3, Cam Calvillo.
Cam Calvillo in the box. He looks at a first pitch strike on the outside. 1-0. This one sent over the head of the shortstop Trent Abel and into the outfield for a base hit. Calvillo on base for the second time today. He was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat.
Now batting number 12, Aiden Kimber.
Stompers have worked out of some jams, but the Crawdads, 2 runs in this inning, they've taken the lead. A righty on lefty matchup here once again. Borman versus Aiden Camber. One-0 pitch. Outside. Two-0. Breaking ball in the zone for strike 1. A rare 7:05 start time for the Stompers. Lights already on here at Arnold Field. 7:05 start times on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday this week. 2-1. Inside ball 3. This one high, ball 4. Runners now first and second. And pitching coach Mike Nunez has emerged from the dugout. Going to go talk to his righty in one of his first appearances for the Stompers this season.
I really like this decision from Mike Nunez. Borman clearly a little too sped up out there. It's been a tough outing since he's coming in. Single, strikeout, single walk. Ryan, he's getting into deep counts and then struggling to put hitters away, or he's getting behind early. He had that nice little pickoff move, which has kept it from this inning really getting away from him just yet, but 2 on, 2 out, still a lot of work to do. He lets the inherited runner from Jake Turk score, which closes out his line, but Nunez goes back, Gonzalez goes back. Borman versus Bordza. Big at-bat to try and keep this just a 1-run game, Ryan. We talk about so much. The Stompers have to stay in the game, get it to the late innings, and when you get it there, anything can happen.
Now batting 21, Jackson Bird.
We've seen some thrilling victories at Arnold Field, also some crushing defeats. Stompers trying to get on the positive side in a 5-game CCL stretch. And the first one after the conversation with the pitching coach, Mike Nunez, does not go the way of Zach Borman. He hits Jackson Bird on the first pitch in the back.
Ryan, if you remember the first pitch after Nunez met with Zach Pace, met with Mike Nunez, beg your pardon. He got the 6-4-3 double play, but not this time for Borman.
Stompers have allowed a lot of free passes so far tonight. Borman comes set. His first pitch to Nico DeFazio in the zone for strike one. Oh, 1. This one in the zone for strike two. DeFazio doesn't look like he's agreeing with the zone. He certainly didn't agree with it in the third when he struck out looking. He struck out swinging in the second. Borman looking for another punch out. This one's outside. They're going to say DeFazio did not go around. Stompers have issued 7 free passes so far tonight. They've hit 2 batters and walked 5. Carson Glavich, a lefty, up in the Sonoma bullpen. Borman trying to close out the inning here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, a swing and a miss. Zach Borman brings in a couple of inherited runners, but gets out of this one with a strikeout. The Crawdads, though, snatch the lead back. It's 3-2 Walnut Creek. We head to the bottom of the 5th.
Stop. Everyone line up. Now we've got our Sonoma Stompers ready to go. We've actually got some adults that think that they're faster than Sonoma Stomper. Let me tell you what happened last time. I thought I was faster than Sonoma Stomper. I fell on my face. All right. Are You Faster Sonoma Stomper, brought to us by GMH Builders right here at Sonoma. On your mark. Get set. Go! Head up. Down the stretch they come. They're all going to be faster than Sonoma Stomper unless they pick it up. Here comes. There might be a photo race to the finish. Here they come. And no. But he is faster than Sonoma Stomper. That's Are You Faster than a Sonoma Stomper, brought to us by GMH Builders right here in Sonoma. Commercial or residential, GMH Builders will get your project done the first time.
Now batting, number 41, Elijah Ramos.
3-4-5 in the Sonoma order. Elijah Ramos, Tyler Hawley, and then Michael O'Hara. First pitch to Ramos. Misses low for ball 1. Ryan Bridges, Karen Costa here with you. 3-2 Walnut Creek in the bottom of the 5th. 5th inning of work for Ryan Delaney. The lefty comes home. 1-0 pitch inside. Action in the Walnut Creek bullpen. It's a righty throwing some warm-up pitches. 2-0 in the dirt for ball 3. How about the summer for Elijah Ramos? 346 in CCL play, 7 RBIs. And that was coming into tonight. He's got a base hit tonight. He's 1 for 2. 3-0 pitch. This one's outside, ball 4. Elijah takes his free base. First pitch from Delaney to Holly. Outside for ball 1. Holly was hit by a pitch in the first and was stranded on third. 1-0. He thought about going around. It dropped in the zone once again for strike 1. Ramos with a one-step lead at first base. And Tyler Holly threw his entire body at that one and missed for strike 2. The first of 7 matchups between these two teams in the month of July. 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss from Holly. He strikes out for the first time today. And Ryan Delaney with his third punch out.
Now batting number 21, Mike O'Hara.
One from Delaney. Outside for ball 1. Heck of a Stompers debut for Mike O'Hara. On base twice so far tonight in 2 plate appearances. An RBI single in the first. 1-1 pitch. Same spot from Delaney, ball 2. Delaney goes inside this time. It misses regardless, and the count's 3-1. O'Hara thinks about a check swing. Did not look like he went around, but pitch in the zone for strike 2. Just trying to find the one he wants. Delaney comes set. Lefty on righty matchup. Comes home, full count pitch. This one weakly fouled. Not in the range of Cam Calvillo, the third baseman. Elijah Ramos was running on the pitch. O'Hara, a .267 hitter at Santa Clara. 3-2 pitch. Inside, ball 4. Mike O'Hara starting off his Stompers summer in tremendous fashion. 3 plate appearances and 3 times on base. He gets a high five from his first base coach, Paul Maytorino. And now Brant Cummings, the third base coach and manager for the Walnut Creek Crawdads, will take the ball from Ryan Delaney. A signal made down to the Walnut Creek bullpen. We've got a pitching change at Arnold Field. This time, it's from the Walnut Creek Crawdads. And as that new man approaches the mound, we'll take a quick step aside here on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network. Stompers trail by 1 with a new pitcher for Walnut Creek.
Now pitching for the Knicks, number 18, Rohan Latau.
Now batting for the Sonoma Stompers, number 19, AJ Carter.
So this is where strategy plays a big factor in baseball. As soon as Walnut Creek brings in a new pitcher, it's a righty opposed to the lefty Ryan Delaney, whose day is done. Book not closed on him with runners at first and second and 1 out. The new man on the bump is Rohan Latau. Fires in the first pitch. It's a called strike to the lefty AJ Carter. Luke Rossi reached base once with a hit by pitch in the first. Grounded into a double play in the third. We'll get you everything you need to know on Latau after his pitch, and it misses to Carter. Latau's made one appearance so far this summer. He went 2 innings against the Novato Knicks, gave up no runs, 1 hit, struck out 2, walked 1. A lot of arms for both these teams. Latau checks Elijah Ramos at second base. Now a high leg kick and the pitch to Carter. It's a swing and a miss from the lefty. Rohan Latau on the bump at 6'3", 185 out of ASU. Just finished up his sophomore season. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the lefty Carter. A deep breath. High leg kick and pitch. This one catches the edge of the zone for strike 3. So the pinch hitter Carter down on strikes. 1 batter, 1 punch out for Latau. Rudy Gonzalez out of the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley in the box. Righty on righty matchup. First pitch from Latau in the zone for a called strike. Oh, 1 from Latau. Is a swing and a miss from Gonzalez. Latau will turn 19 years old in this month. He's from Tempe, Arizona, so doesn't go far to play his college ball at ASU. And the Sun Devil pitches, and Rudy Gonzalez fouls it back. Elsewhere in the CCL, the Seagulls beat the Legends 5-4. And the Orange County Riptide taking on the Slow Blues tonight. No balls and 2 strikes. Latau, 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. Here's his pitch, and it's outside for ball 1. It's Elijah Ramos at second. Mike O'Hara is at first. Jack Lazark on deck for Sonoma. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners first and second. High leg kick and pitch from Latau. That one fouled away first base side, out of play. Stompers had a run in the first. Walnut Creek did as well. The home team took a 2-1 lead, and then Walnut Creek, top half of this inning, responded with 2 more runs. Latau's pitch misses outside, count even at 2-2. Gonzalez battling back. Latau checks the runner at second once again. 2-2 pitch is a wave and a miss from Gonzalez for strike 3. inning over. Rohan Latau comes in, deals out 2 strikeouts, gets his team out of a jam. Walnut Creek holding on to a narrow 3-2 lead.
They either know the first part, the middle part, or the last part, but nobody knows really the whole parts. But the song is the sum of 3 parts, and we're going to have everybody up singing it. Even Miss Delaney over here, who said that she was going to sing Sweet Caroline with us, who's now ignoring me. Everybody.
Touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, pop, pop, pop. Good times never seem so good.
So good.
So good, so good. I've been inclined, pop, 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 to believe there never was.
So do you know this song?
Look at the night.
You don't know any of it? What part do you know?
And it don't seem so lonely.
You see? So that's all you need to know.
Fill it up with only
So we're going to sing that part. Laney, come on.
and when
Thank you.
I heard
Thank you.
her comes off
60.
how can I hurt
Big 6-0. Sweet Caroline is brought to us by Nana's Olive Oil. Nana's Olive Oil is the best.
Oh,
They cut it off.
Welcome back to Sonoma. Gary Frieders down the first base line said that Owen Firestone did not go around on the pitch. 2-0. Zach Borman on the bump once again. Righty on righty matchup. 2-0 pitch in the zone for strike 1. Sonoma's had success against the 8 and 9 hitters in this Walnut Creek order. They're 0 for 5 combined with 5 strikeouts. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss once again. Make it 6 Ks for the last 2 hitters in the order for Walnut Creek. That's the 3rd strikeout for Zach Borman. His first pitch to Casey Cummings misses inside. Cummings doing what leadoff hitters do, 2 for 3 with 2 singles so far today. He sends this one in the air out to center field. Going over is Paul Contreras. It appears he almost lost it in the lights here at Arnold Field. Found it at the last second to make the catch, and there's 2 gone in the 6th.
Now batting number 15, Isaiah Walker.
Isaiah Walker up to the plate. It was the first batter that Borman faced after coming in relief of Jake Turk. One-0. This one outside. Walker on base all 3 times today. Walk in the first. Singles in the 2nd and 4th. He takes this pitch and it misses the zone for ball 2. 3-0 pitch. This one catches the inside of the zone for strike one. Borman comes set. Pitch in the same exact spot. Isaiah Walker thought he had a free base. Instead, he's got to pick up his bat, get ready for a full count pitch. Borman looking for his fourth strikeout. And he just misses his spot. Can't catch the zone. Walker to first. Zach Pace out of the dugout. He signals to his bullpen. And the lefty that's been warming up for about half an hour is now going to approach the mound. Not a lot of conversation. Pace takes the ball from Borman. A big game for Sonoma, going against the top team in the North Division. The new pitcher with a hop in his step as he approaches the mound will give you everything you need to know about him when we come back.
Now pitching for the Stompers, number 9, Carson Glavich.
All right, everybody. This is my mom, and she's got to go home, so everyone say goodbye to my mom. Thanks for being such good fans for my mom, and my brother and my son, too.
Carson Glavich emerges from the Sonoma bullpen. The righty is a junior out of Cumberland University in Tennessee. He's made 6 appearances so far this summer. He's 1-1 with a 6.55 ERA. He struck out 13, walked 8, given up 12 hits. He'll go to work against the righty Presley Kosciuszko. First pitch from Glavich. It misses low for ball 1. Isaiah Walker is still on first base. He's got a slight lead. Crawdads have been running a lot so far today. We'll see if they test the arm of Rudy Gonzalez once again, and this one's weakly fouled down the first base line. The day done for Zach Borman. Book is not closed on him. He walked Isaiah Walker to finish out his night. 1 ball, 1 strike from Glavich. Runner goes for second. Throw down from the catcher Gonzalez. Not in time. Walnut Creek has been able to do whatever they want, going from first to second. Sonoma even had a ball kick into the outfield, which brought a run around to score. Lefty on righty matchup. He checks the runner at second. High leg kick and pitch from Glavich. This one's sent over to first. It's gloved by Jack Lazark, and he steps on the bag for the first out. Or for the last out. Excuse me. So Carson Glavich gets the Stompers out of that one. Walnut Creek with a narrow 3-2 lead when we come back on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
Now batting, Stompers number 40, Jack Lazark.
Rohan Latau came in, struck out the first two batters he faced, got the Crawdads out of a bit of a jam, and was runners first and second, one gone. And Latau, the man out of Arizona State, got the Crawdads through it. He's now facing Jack Lazark. The second pitch misses outside, ball count 1-1. Lazark 1 for 2. He homered back in the second. Pitch from Latau in the zone for strike 2. Righty on righty matchup. 1-2 pitch. Way outside and a good glove grab by Owen Firestone behind the dish. Two from Latau in the zone for strike 3. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts for Rohan Latau. 1 gone in the 6th. The first 2 in the 5th were swinging. This one looking against Jack Lazark. And now Trent Abel up to the dish. First 2 pitches to Abel, a ball and a strike. High fastball misses upstairs to Abel. Back up to the top of the order with Jack Scarry next. Abel over 2 tonight. 2-1 pitch. Outside for ball 3. Three balls and 1 strike. Latau's pitch. Outside ball 4. A good at-bat from Trent Abel. 5-pitch walk.
Now batting 30, Jack Scary.
Jack Scary, 2 singles and a walk so far tonight. He shows bunt on the first pitch from Littau, and it catches the edge of the zone. Littau checking Abel over at first. Now kicks and fires 0-1, a swing and a miss from Jack Scary. Crawdads with 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. Stompers with 2 on 5 hits and 1 miscue. No balls, 2 strikes. Righty on righty matchup. Pitch chopped over to first. It's a glove grab by Kosciuszko. They go to second and get the out. Scary safe at first, but 2 gone, and Scary replaces Abel on first. And Brent Cummings now going to come out and talk to Rohan Littau. It was just a quick check-in on the righty out of ASU. So Scary on base for the 4th time tonight. It comes through a fielder's choice. And this one, Paul Contreras sent out to left field. Dunks in for a base hit. Contreras with his first hit of the night and 4 at-bats. He's been swinging early so far tonight. He popped up the previous 3. And this time he hits a line drive and it gets into the outfield just where he wants it. And speaking of line drives and singles, Elijah Ramos is up to the dish. 346 this summer. Swings and misses on the first one. Elijah's 1 for 2 with a walk. Righty on righty matchup. 0-1 from Littau. Sent out to the outfield. Very shallow. It'll be the second baseman, Walker, who creeps into the shallow center field grass and make the catch for the final out. The Stompers have had some hits, had some walks, haven't been able to bring around the runs so far tonight. They've only got 2 through 6, and Walnut Creek has 3. Carson Glavich out for another inning. We'll see what he does when we come back.
It's last call for alcohol. I don't make the rules. I don't even enforce them. I just let you know. So if you want another beer, you want another glass of wine, you want another Flyberg margarita, go get it now.
I'm loading my clips, I'm writing down names, I'm making a list, I'm checking it twice and I'm getting them hit. The real ones been dying, the fake ones is lit. The game is off balance, I'm back on my the Bentley is dirty, my sneakers is dirty, but that's how I like it. You all on my I'm all in my bag, as hard as it get. I do not feel powder, I might take a sip, I might hit the gun, but I'm not gonna trip. I ain't popping no pill, but you do as you wish. I roll with some things, I love them to death. I got a few mil, but not all of them rich. What good is the bread in my Cisco? What good is first class in my taste shit? That's my next mission, that's why I can't quit. Just like LeBron, get my no chips. Just put the rolling right back on my wrist. That's my favorite drizzy, he gave me a gift. Back when the racket was praying, I guess. The act like two legends cannot coexist. But I never be for nothing. If I smoke a rapper, it's gonna be legit.
Mark Wolbert gets us started in the 7th. I'm Ryan Bridges alongside Kieran Costa. Thank you for joining us. About 2 hours gone by after first pitch here from Arnold Field in Sonoma. First pitch from Carson Glavich catches the edge of the zone for strike one. Four, 5, 6 in the order for Walnut Creek. 0-1 from Glavich. A breaking ball that can't find the zone for ball one. Mark Wolbert, Kim Calvillo, Aiden Camberg is third. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch from Glavich. Misses and out of the glove of Rudy Gonzalez. Kieran Costa will have you on the 8th and 9th innings here today. 2-1. Sent out right over Glavich's head. It was a rocket that kicks into center field. A base hit for Mark Wolbert. It's his first of the night. On base for the second time. Both these teams have put plenty of runners on the base paths, but Sonoma and Walnut Creek have turned timely outs to keep this a fairly low-scoring affair. Glavich's first pitch to Cam Calvillo called a strike.
Home plate umpire Dylan Brewster clearly getting the calls off the outside corner to righties and lefties. So if I'm a Stomper pitcher, Carson Glavich here, I'd continue to pound the outer third of that plate.
He doesn't take your advice right there, Kieran. Tries to go inside. He misses his spot. Lefty on righty matchup once again. Glavich checks the runner at first base. Now fires 1-1 pitch. This one's inside, and Gary Frieders at first base says he did not go around. 2 balls, 1 strike, says Dylan Brewster behind the plate. Glavich comes set. Fires in the pitch. Fouled away first base side. Kieran, did you learn how to throw any new pitches from the Stompers pitchers this weekend?
I did, Ryan. I was working with a lot of them on my curveball after the Sunday game against Menlo Park, and let me tell you, it doesn't bite, and it sort of just sits middle, so I'm probably not getting back out on the mound.
You know, through Sonoma Stack, people can maybe have dreams of playing for the Stompers one day, as this one's sent right back to Glavich. It kicks off his glove to the second baseman, Elijah Ramos, and Ramos guns it to first, and it's in time. A great play from the Stompers. Glavich mad that he didn't have it off the mound, although it was a rocket sent right at him. There's 1 gone in the 7th.
Ryan, they were so close to getting a Sonoma Stack double play right after you said it. I also worked with Rudy Gonzalez on my framing a lot, working down to up to bring that over the plate. But with Dylan Bruce, you just got to bring it back off the outside corner to try and get a call.
Aiden Camberg now in the box. Lefty on lefty. Boy, is he seeing the plate well. Walk in the second, walk in the third, walk in the fourth. Left fielder out of UCSB. Awaits a 1-0 pitch from Carson Glavich. It's in the zone for strike one. Glavich threw that one so hard his glasses fell off. Shortstop and Trent Abel shaded over towards second base. And this one catches the edge of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Abel trying to keep an eye on Mark Wolbert in scoring position. Glavich looks at him twice, now fires the 1-2 pitch. It's a swing and a miss. Aiden Camberg retired for the first time today. 2 gone. First strikeout for Glavich.
21, Jackson Bird.
Another lefty in the Walnut Creek order. This time it's Jackson Bird. The first from Glavich. In the zone for strike 1. A righty in the Walnut Creek bullpen. No balls and 1 strike. Glavich forces a check swing. Dylan Brewster behind the plate says he went around for strike 2. It went out of the glove of Rudy Gonzalez, but Mark Wolbert at second didn't think about going for third. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second. Sonoma trying to keep this a 1-run ball game. 0-2 from Glavich. Sent out to center field. The center fielder Contreras barely has to move. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. It's time to stretch here in Sonoma. Stompers down by 1 when we come back.
The 7th inning stretch brought to you by Congressman Mike Thompson. All right, everybody up.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care whatever you got, 'cause it's root for the Stompers. If they don't win, it's a shame, 'cause it's 1, 2, 3, stretch her out in the whole ball game.
Sandy Pollock, once again, everybody. 7th inning stretch is brought to us by Congressman Mike Thompson. You can see his sign right underneath the American flag.
Now pitching, number 31, Drew Aguiar.
Now for the Sonoma Stompers, number 32, Tyler Hawley.
New pitcher for the Walnut Creek Crawdads. It's Drew Aguiar. Just finished up his sophomore season at Cal State Monterey Bay. The righty's first pitch to Tyler Holly in the zone for a called strike. Aguiar sits 6'3", 225 on the mound. In 7 appearances for the Crawdads, he's 2-0 with a 1.19 ERA. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tyler Holly. Righty on righty matchup. 1-1 pitch. Outside ball 2. No starts for Aguiar in those 7 appearances. 23 strikeouts to just 6 walks. 2-1 after a really high leg kick. It's a breaking ball that misses the zone. Tyler Holly 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch in the first. Gets set for a 3-1. Pitch from Aguiar. Misses inside ball 4. Holly on base for the second time tonight. And a Stompers leadoff man on the base paths once again.
Now batting 21, Mike O'Hara.
Michael O'Hara, a single in the first, hit by pitch in the third, walk in the 5th. And now in the 7th, he takes ball 1 on the outside. He's got a good eye on the first 2 pitches as they both miss for balls. That one catches the edge of the zone for strike 1. Holly with a small lead over at first base. Righty on lefty matchup. But before that, a pick back to first. No tag applied by Presley Kosciuszko, the first baseman. Here's the 2-1 pitch. It misses just outside. Narrow margins on the edges of the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch in the zone for strike 2. We'll give you the final line for Rohan Latau after this duel between Aguiar and O'Hara. Runner goes for second. Pitch fouled off to the screen by O'Hara. A.J. Carter on deck. He replaced Luke Rossi in the 6th spot for the Stompers. Righty set on the bump. From the slide step, pitch catches the edge of the zone for strike 3, and O'Hara can't believe it. There were several pitches in that at-bat that were right on the edge of the zone. Dylan Brewster makes the call. And O'Hara thought he was on base for the 4th time tonight. Instead, it's the first strikeout for Drew Aguiar. Aguiar replaced Rohan Latau, who went 1 2/3 innings, gave up 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, struck out 3. And now Aguiar's first to A.J. Carter misses the zone. Carter takes a big swing, fouls it to the third base side. Carter struck out in the 5th. Time called on the mound Aguiar wanted a new ball. This one way outside from Aguiar. Rohan Latau was born in 2005. Aguiar was born in 2000. 2-1. Outside in the same spot for ball 3. Three-one pitch. Outside ball 4. 2 walks in the inning for Aguiar, and it's first and second with just 1 gone in the 7th.
Number 45, Rudy Gonzalez.
Every run so important in this game, and Walnut Creek going to think this one over.
Gonzalez up in a big spot, runners on again. He came up with the bases loaded in the first and then bounced into a fielder's choice. He came up with first and second, 2 out in the 5th inning, struck out there, but all that will be erased if Gonzalez can pick up a big knock. Most things to the outfield would tie the game at this point.
Sonoma trying to track down Walnut Creek. Way out ahead in the North Division standings at 13-5. It's Menlo Park 3.5 games back. They lost today. The Slow Blues are 4 games back, and so is the Sonoma Stompers. First one to Gonzalez misses.
The Blues already lost today, Ryan. It's much too early to be scoreboard watching, but a win today puts the Stompers in the playoffs.
It's 1-1 to Gonzalez. Last regular season game for Sonoma is on the 28th. 1-1 pitch outside. As I said before, these two teams meet 7 times this month, including today. They see each other on Friday of this week as well. 2-1. Swing and a miss from Rudy Gonzalez. Rudy's 0 for 3. Came in hitting .214 this summer. 2-2 pitch, grounded to short. This could be 2. The shovel, the first out's at second. And the second baseman, Walker, doesn't make the throw to first. Tyler Hawley goes to third on the play. And runners at the corners with 2 outs.
Now batting, number 40, Jack Lazard.
Stompers have been threatening this entire game. They had first and second in the 6th, first and second in the 5th as well, and the first one to Jack Lazark in the zone for strike 1. They had the bases loaded with 2 outs in the first, only came out of it with that 1 run they already scored. 0-1 to Lazark, misses the zone. One ball, 1 strike. Aguiar throws back to first. No tag from Kosciuszko. It's Tyler Hawley at third base, Rudy Gonzalez at first. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Pitch from Aguiar. Misses just above the zone. Righty on righty. Pitch. This one's in there for strike 2. Crawdads put up 2 in the 5th. Stompers trying to bring the tying run home. It's at third base. Pitch to Lazark, fouled away. Go-ahead runs at first. Aguiar set. 2-2 pitch is a breaking ball that's popped up. The shortstop DeFazio calls everyone off and makes the catch with his heels on the outfield grass for the last out. The Stompers have not been able to answer back after the Crawdads took the lead in the 5th. And for the final 2 innings, I'll hand things over to my broadcast partner, Kieran Costa. 3-2 Walnut Creek here on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
Now pitching for the Sonoma Stompers, number 35, Sean Flowers.
Every time the moon shines, I become alive. Yeah, and every time the moon shines, I become alive. Yeah, I'm feeling strange in the night. I'm not myself, I feel I'm thrown into a fight. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nothing's right. My skin is burning in my heart, but just the speed. There's something going wrong with me. I am changing rapidly. I'm feeling stronger, more alert, I'm on the move. I smell her scent and I know I will find her soon, soon, soon. The one to come and free me from this pain. I'll find her, it's not too late. Every time the moon shines, I become alive. Yeah, and every time the moon shines, I become alive. Yeah, I'm a beast in the night. I'm on the prowl while I'm hoping to find some light. You call it heaven, nothing to me feel the same. Ain't nothing wrong, I'll be feasting myself and brave. I see
Top of the 8th inning, it's a Sweetwater Spectrum pitching change for Zach Pace. Sweetwater Spectrum, life with a purpose for those on the autism spectrum, and he calls upon Sean Flowers to come on in relief of Carson Glavich, who went 1.1 shutout innings, 1 hit and 1 walk.
Now batting number 8, Nico DeFazio.
Flowers will start off his outing against Nico DeFazio, a 4.90 earned run average in 4 games, just 3 2/3 innings. He's struck out 7 and walked 4. Flowers delivers a called strike 1. Had a tough outing against the Merchants where he gave up 2 earned in a loss. He also shut the door on the slow Blues a couple weeks ago. His first 2 pitches of this outing are called strikes. He's 75% fastball, so watch out for the Flowers heaters. He'd go to a slider next. Is that one a cue shot towards second? Charging is Ramos. He flips to first in time. DeFazio is retired 4-3, and that brings up Owen Firestone, who's struck out all 3 trips.
Number 4, Owen Firestone.
Very rarely a curveball at 5% of the time, and throwing the changeup just 2%. So mainly fastball slider from the new Stomper reliever. Flowers pitches high with a breaking ball. The count is 1-0. Flowers, the righty, pitches. Called strike over the outside corner. The Slow Blues lost again, 13-4 to the hands of the Orange County Riptide. The Seagulls beat the Legends 5-4, snapped a 4-game skid for them. That pitch is caught on and missed late on a fastball. The Oaks lead the Arroyo Seco Saints 9-5 in the 9th inning in SoCal. And San Diego Sunrays beat the Academy Barons 3-2. That one at the MLB Youth Academy in Compton, a place where 6 Stomper players will be going for the All-Star game in just a couple of weeks. Here at Arnold Field, it's 3-2. The Crawdads on top of the Stompers. Flowers ready to pitch a 1-2. Yanks the fastball low and away, and it's 2-2. Flowers looking to retire Firestone via the punch-out for the 4th time. Gets the sign he likes from Gonzalez. Delivers. High. And the count's 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes. Flowers pitches, and it's popped foul down the first base side, and we'll do it again at 3-2. The righty Flowers working against the righty Firestone. The top of the lineup, and Casey Cummings looms on deck. It's a guy you'd rather face with nobody on. Flowers pitches. It's chopped towards second. Ramos tested again. High hop, great play. That's a guy that knows how to play the Arnold Field infield. That one looked like it was going to bounce over his head. Ramos leaps up and throws him out at first. Firestone retired for the 4th time today, and that's back up to the top in Casey Cummings, who popped out in the 1st, singled in the 3rd, singled again and scored in the 5th, flew out in the 6th. The UT Austin Longhorn digs in from the right side. Flowers sets at the belt and pitches high. It's 1-0. The Stompers will have Trent Abel and then back to the top of the order in Jack Scarry and Paul Contreras. They try and muster up a rally in the last of the 8th. Flowers pitches. That one sent out towards left center. Scarry cuts over, cuts in, and makes the catch. 1-2-3 go the Crawdads in the 8th. The Stompers offense has some work to do when we come back. They trail at 3-2. Trent Abel, the Stompers shortstop, will try and ignite the rally for the top of the order. Abel struck out, popped out, and walked. First pitch is popped up on the right side of the infield. It's the second baseman that makes the call. Battling the lights, he makes the catch. So Aguiar, 1 pitch, 1 out, gets Trent Abel. Back to the top and Jack Scary. Scary singled to lead off the ball game, stole second, and scored the first of 2 Sonoma runs. He came up in the second, singled again, came up in the fourth, he walked, and then he bounced into a fielder's choice in the 6th. Takes called strike from Aguiar. No action behind him in the bullpen as he misses outside. 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Walnut Creek. 2, 6, and 2 for Sonoma. Looking for their second consecutive win. The 1-1 to Scary's line foul back to the screen. Stringing wins together has been a problem all year for Zach Pace's ball club. They have a chance to do it. A close game in the late innings against top-of-the-table Walnut Creek. Scary, and every Stomper to hit this inning represents the tying run. Behind them they count 1-2 from Aguiar. The pitch. Scary winds this one to right at Walbert, who makes the catch. So a hard-hit baseball off the bat of Jack Scary. It yields out number 2. Brings Paul Contreras to the plate.
Number 7, Paul Contreras.
He's flown out to center, flown out to left, popped out to first, and singled. A guy that has the power to tie this ball game with one swing of the bat. Righty on righty, Aguiar working off the first base side of the rubber, delivers. A called strike 1. That top away corner of the zone has been very friendly to the pitcher so far. The pitch from Aguiar outside. Counts 1-1. Elijah Ramos waits on deck. Blake Janovitz, we saw him pitch on Sunday, is up and loosening in the bullpen. They might call Sean Flowers his number after just 1 inning. Aguiar misses with a 1-1, and it counts 2-1. Contreras bounces it to short. The throw to first is in time, and the Stompers go 1-2-3 in the 8th. They'll get one more shot to try and win it in the 9th, but first, the defense has to throw up a 0. We'll come back with the 9th on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
Now pitching for the Sonoma Stompers, number 12, Adam Davies.
Zach Pace makes another Sweetwater Spectrum pitching change. Life with a purpose for those on the autism spectrum. After Sean Flowers works a 1-2-3 eighth inning, no strikeouts and no walks, he turns to Adam Davies, who just finished up his sophomore season at Cal State Stanislaus. He hails from Antelope, California. Gave up a run in 1 1/3 innings, his only outing, June 25th against the Merchants. His first one misses high with a fastball at 87. He's facing 2, 3, and 4, Walker, Kosciuszko, and Wolbert. The pitch. Sent out towards right. O'Hara drifts towards the gap, calls off the center fielder Contreras, squeezes it with 2 hands, and there's 1 away. 7 straight Crawdads retired by Stomper pitching. Brings up Wesley Kosciuszko. Singled, struck out, singled and bounced to first. He was also picked off. Looking to add some insurance for the Crawdads, who lead it 3-2 in the 9th. Davies pitches. Called strike 1 over the outside corner. That fastball at 88. The pitch. Same spot, same call. It's 0-2. Ahead in the count, 0-2 to Presley Kosciuszko. Righty on left. Tries to go outside again. This one misses. The count's 1-2. Kosciuszko plays his college ball down at UC Santa Barbara. The Gaucho awaits the 1-2 pitch from Adam Davies. That one's hit hard to right. O'Hara will be tested again. He drifts over. This one deep in the alley. The center fielder, Paul Contreras, calls off the right fielder and makes the catch. Another well-hit baseball. 2 fly ball outs. And it all comes down to Mark Wolbert. It's the 3 guys you want due up for the Stompers when they'll try and rally in the 9th. Elijah Ramos, Tyler Hawley, and Michael O'Hara looking to work a little bit of magic on a Tuesday night at Arnold Field. Adam Davies has 1 more out to get to keep them down by just a run. Stompers welcome the Legends to town tomorrow. 7:05 first pitch. Pregame show at 6:50. The first one coming here is high. Another fastball. It's 1-0. Wolbert walked, singled, grounded out, and struck out looking. 1 for 3 on the evening. Davies comes set at the belt. Rocks and pitches. There's a breaking ball at 73. Waved on and missed by Wolbert. We're at 274 with 3 home runs and 20 driven in for UC Davis last school campaign. A career 292 hitter, 9 home runs for the Aggies. Here he's ahead in the count, 2-1. Davies staring into Gonzalez to get his sign. Delivers. Goes to the breaking ball again. Gets the same result, an ugly wave and a miss from the lefty Wolbert. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Crawdads clinging to a 3-2 lead here in the 9th. The 2-2 delivery struck him out swinging on a fastball. So Adam Davies does his job. The offense has to do theirs. The Stomps try and rally. It's Ramos, it's Hawley, and it's O'Hara. When we come back, the Stompers trail by 1. Elijah Ramos leads off the bottom of the 9th inning. The Stompers have their backs up against the wall. They trail it 3-2. But no better 3 hitters, if you'd ask me, that you want to. Up the on-base machine, Elijah Ramos leads it off. And the home run leader, Tyler Hawley, waits on deck. Couple Cal State Fullerton Titans try and spark the rally against Drew Aguiar up for his 3rd inning of work. A 1-0 at the knees, a good pitch at 85. A called strike 1. Aguiar started at Sierra College before transferring to Cal State Monterey Bay. He pitches a 1-1 to Ramos. Goes around, the count's 1-2. After Hawley, it'll be the new man, Michael O'Hara. It's their job to try and set him up for a magical moment in his first game as a Stomper. The 1-2 to Ramos. It's caught on and missed on a pitch away. A throw down to first to make sure they got him. And there's 1 down for the Stompers in the first. Strikeout in the 9th, beg your pardon. Strikeout number 2 for Aguiar. Tyler Hawley digs in. Nobody on, 1 out, last of the 9th. Righty on righty, Aguiar and Hawley. First pitch off speed is in there for a called strike 1. Fastball, sinker, slider. Primarily the 3 pitches you're going to see from the righty Aguiar. Hawley entered 280, 3 home runs, 3 doubles here. It's a cue shot towards the on-deck circle where Michael O'Hara is taking his warm-up hacks. Hawley way behind, it's 0-2, and he's yet to see the fastball. We'll see what Drew Aguiar and Owen Firestone agree upon the 0-2. They get on the same page. The set at the belt and the pitch. Hawley spoils it foul down the first base line. It drifts out of play. The winning run in the on-deck circle, the tying run is Tyler Hawley at the plate. He's behind in the count, 0-2. If anybody can reach, it'll be A.J. Carter. Hawley has to focus on getting on base any way he can. The 0-2 pitch coming from Aguiar. Outside, a good take, a fastball at 92 miles an hour. He's in inning of work number 3. He's still reaching back and finding 92. Some of the hardest velocity these Stompers hitters have seen all year. Hawley, a D1 player in the college season. Nothing he hasn't seen before. The 1-2 pitch to Hawley. He's late on the fastball at 91, but he gets a piece and fouls it back. A good battle brewing between Aguiar and Hawley. Steps out, readjusts his batting gloves. Now he's ready to stand back in. Even stance on top of the plate from the right side. Awaits the 1-2 pitch. Curveball, outside corner, ring him up. Tyler Hawley can't believe it. Our TrackMan system says it misses off the corner, but no time to dwell on that now as Michael O'Hara represents the final chance for the Stompers. A pitch that has been given all night off the corner, but a pitch if you're Tyler Hawley, you have to go back to the dugout knowing that's not a pitch you should have swung at. Back-to-back strikeouts in the inning for Aguiar. Michael O'Hara's reached base 3 times, righty on lefty. Check swing foul back to the screen. The count's 0-1. A very strong performance from Stomper pitching. Turk to Borman to Glavich to Flowers, and finally Davies has held the 13-5 Crawdads to just 3 runs. It's the offense's chance to save the ball game as a fastball misses off the corner at 90 miles an hour. Aguiar wearing the high stirrup socks. O'Hara slightly open stance from the left side. Pops it up down the left field line. It's the shortstop Calvillo sticks it in foul territory, and that's the ball game. The Walnut Creek Crawdads come to Arnold Field and take down the Sonoma Stompers by a final score of 3-2. 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Walnut Creek. 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Stompers. And Ryan, yet again, the Stompers are unable to win back-to-back games.
And they had all the chances in the world to do it. I mentioned it when I was on play-by-play, but they had first and second in the 6th, only 1 out. They had it in the 7th as well. You think about the first, they have the bases loaded. They only had that 1 first run come around to score, so a lot of opportunities left on the table for Zach Pace. We don't know the exact number of runners they left on base, Kieran, but a lot of walks, a lot of hit by pitches, a lot of singles. And when it came down to those 2 outs situations, almost no one could bring anybody around to score, and this is one they're going to want to have back because they battled really well against Walnut Creek the first time, battled really well against them today, and they've proved they can really stick with the top team in the CCL North, but a loss in the standings will be tough, especially because Slow and Menlo Park both dropped games tonight.
Lots more CCL action coming up the rest of the week. We're back on the air tomorrow. Rahil Jaswal will join me for the pregame show at 6:50. First pitch at 7:05 between the Stompers and the Menlo Park Legends. Your winning pitcher is Rohan Leto. The loss goes to Zach Borman. The save to Drew Aguiar out of the bullpen. One last time, the Crawdads 3 and the Stompers 2. For Rahil Jaswal, everyone else that helped put this broadcast together, and for my broadcast partner, Ryan Bridges, I'm Kieran Costa saying so long on this Tuesday night from Sonoma.